So we're back for turn 22. I'm going to try to keep it kind of quiet, so hopefully this video works out because I've got family staying over this week and they're in the next room, so I don't want to be too loud. I think this is the turn. I think this is the turn that we bring the 5th Division back. I've got them up to 47 replacement units since I've had them out for 2 cycles. That's gotten me a full 24 extra points for them. So I think they're ready to take over for the 4th Division. So I'm not going to be able to pull the whole division off on this one turn. Because I got some of them, I got to take care of these black positions. I can't let them sit and pull back from them and let them gain strength and stuff. So they both need close combat. I'm going to have to close combat them. I'm going to have to try to disrupt them in close combat. And then everything I don't use in that, I'm going to pull back. Up here, same story. I can pull some of this back, but not all of it. So 4th isn't going to all be taken off all at once. But I can at least start pulling some of them back. I still have to, I think what I'm going to do is take my officer stack here and close combat this Joker so that I can satisfy my ongoing airfield objective event. And then try to pull everyone else back. But I think I'm going to try to drop 5th Division somewhere in this vicinity so that they can, spread in the middle and spread south while the 3rd Division continues to take care of the north. Or I guess this is north, so that's west. This is east. So, one thing though, I was looking before I turned the video on about replacements and reserves and everything, when I can bring them back. And it says to come out of reserve, you take the units out of reserve display box, yada yada yada. They can't be in any field of fire of any kind. Location must also be within 6 hexes of another regiment HQ from the same division. Well, I've got the whole division off the board, so I can't do that. There's no way I can, there's nothing in here that said I can't take the entire division off. So I'm just going to ignore that and say they're within 6 hexes of other divisions. So I'm not bringing them back over Shirabachi. That wouldn't do me any good. I want to bring them back towards the front of the line. So I'm just going to say that satisfies the requirements of that. So that said, we have, what is it, turn 21. So I get 5 points of 3rd Division artillery. So that brings my 3rd Division up to a full 10 possible, just like the 4th and the 5th. And that's it. And game turn 22, all of 9th Regiment and 2 engineer units from 3rd Division come in on any beach. So they're going to come in up here so that they can start heading to the north. So that is 9th. I mean, the thing about it is, if I land them up there in orange, there isn't anything in blue. There isn't there's that green unit. They could feasibly land there, maybe take a hit, but they can start swooping in from there and start occupying those positions before they get filled by the lettered actions feasibly. The other option is to bring them in behind the line and have them protected by the ones that are in front. But I think I want to bring them in up there because I think I want to cut off communication as quickly as possible with these other units so that they can't retreat and go back into the reserve. So I think I will. Let's see. There's going to be 2 coming in there, 2 coming in there. 2 coming in there, 2 coming in there. I guess coming right in on the green isn't a bad thing, right? And then I get my heavy weapons and my engineer. Yeah, guess they're going to come in here. They can stack. So I'll have all three of them coming in there. And then I'll put my HQs. My Knights HQ will come in with them somewhere. So I can start commanding them right away. Right? Because they're fine in the water, because on the artillery phase, they don't target the landing or the beach hexes anymore. They're targeting the airfield, so I don't think they're going to get hit up there. The only way they're going to get hit is if they land and like I draw a green, and then green will hit them. But I think I can suffer 1 or 2 losses and still be okay there. So yeah, so they're going to come in. And that's the amphibious phase. Now the HQ phase. Now I got to figure out exactly how I'm going to do this, where I'm going to put these. I can also take replacement points. I've got the 4th Division at 25, so I can afford to fix some of them a little bit. I don't want to take too many. I don't want to get too close to 14. But I do think I want to fix these guys that are going to close combat. And again, I'm interpreting the fact that officers can remove disruption for anybody in their stack to mean that I can be overstacked without an issue, without them being disrupted. So, taking that for granted. Now, my plan was to assault this with those. I still want to make sure I occupy the blue before I do that, though. So yeah, I guess I'm just going to have to fill up and then fill down. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Right now I'm doing step losses. So I will take one there. Who else do I have that is hit? I guess I've got this guy. I don't know that I need to heal him yet. These guys down here, I want to make sure, because they're going to be close combating in there. So, yeah, oh gosh. Alright, so this guy will come back online. My heavy weapons is going to take 2, so that's 3. Let's get a different step loss marker for this guy. So that's 3. Yikes. 1, 2, 3. That brings me down to 21. This guy needs to be healed, but I'm not tremendously worried about him right now because he's not in the field of fire. This guy has a step loss. He's disrupted though. So in reality, I don't know that it matters that I heal them yet. I don't know that it matters that I don't heal them yet. So hang on just a second before I start healing all of these guys up. Let me just see what I have, and if I have any undisrupted guys that are not healed. No, they're all disrupted. Alright, so I'm going to heal my hero. And I'm going to heal this guy underneath him. I'll give his step loss to him because I haven't used it yet, so the randomness doesn't really matter. So that's 2 more. Yikes, it brings me down to 19. That might be all I want to do right now. What do I have here? I got a step loss there too. That guy's disrupted as well. Yikes. Alright, that's 18. That's probably good enough. So, yeah, the thing is going to be, I don't think I can assault those guys just yet. I just have to barrage them because I don't have the strength of units that are not disrupted to go in there and hit them. Okay, I guess that's good for now, for the 4th. Let's check out the 3rd. See what I have up here that needs to be fixed. Those guys are good. I'll reach in front here. I know my right hand keeps blocking, but let's see. Oh, my engineer there. That guy's got a step loss, so let's go 1 engineer point and 1 3rd division point. Engineer goes to 22, 3rd division goes to 53. That might be it. Just that one guy. Yeah, that's it. That's the only guy that's been hit. Okay, now the thing is, I've been, 3rd division, still got a lot of points left, but that's because they've only had 1 division in, or one, what do you call it, regiment in. So they're getting their 2nd regiment in the 9th. So I'm going to need to start watching those points as well. I think I'm going to wait on this guy, healing this guy, until I pull them off. I can afford to do that. So, alright, that's it for replacement points. Let's see, garrisons, anything within 5. Yeah, see, I can't garrison these guys yet because I don't have a headquarters up there. I still got my 25th and 24th down here, giving me 5 range. And the 23rd is right here, giving me, oops, this guy should have flipped. Give me what, 3 range? 1, 2, 3. That guy's already garrisoned. 1, 2, 3, garrison, garrison. Yeah, so I can't quite reach those guys yet. So that's going to be an issue too, pulling them off as the command posts. I guess I'll be putting 5th Division command posts in, probably right in here and in here. So they'll have the reach to do that. At least that's my hope. Alright. So no garrisons. Can I go ahead and transfer anybody? See, now again, I think I can, I'm just going to say I can probably transfer any people now and at the end of the action phase. Because it says I can transfer them now on the sequence track, and it says I transfer them at the end of the action phase in the rules. So I'm just going to, I'll just pull them off when I want to pull them off. So that said, see, the thing I also have to consider, well, I'm going to be bringing the 5th Division back in. I can leave a 5th Division or 2 back here in region, in Sector 2, because I don't want to disrupt my tanks up here if I've got to take artillery fire. I don't know that I would have to do that, but I just, yeah. Anyway, so that said, I'm going to pull these guys off. This is 3rd Division 23. Do I have any other 3rd Division 23s? Or do I just leave these guys for now? No, I'm going to pull the 23s off. They're all right there. They're all fully healed, but I can afford to remove them. It doesn't say I can't remove them if they're disrupted, so yeah, they're not in anybody's field of fire, so I'm going to take these guys off. It's the morning phase, so I'll put them up here with those guys. And being the morning phase, I get another point in 4th Division, so because my 224s were already up in there. I took the full 12 points for 5th Division at night, so I can't, even though there's 2 that are technically morning, there was the accounting of that. I didn't want to worry about that, so anyway. So, is there anybody else I can pull off? I could technically pull like this guy, this guy, this guy. But I don't want to start losing these positions. So I think I leave that. I'm going to, just for the sake of it, yank this guy. Just because he's hurt. And I'll put him up there. He'll heal 2 right now. technically it'll heal 2 at the end of the whenever it is, but I'm just taking them now. Alright, so that puts 4th Division at 17. Yikes. Okay, well, there we go. I think that's the HQ phase. So now on to the event phase, right? Let me just double check. Anything else I want to do? Oh, that's right. Transfer units from. I got to bring my 5th Division in. All right, I'm going to pause just because this might take some thinking about where I want to put everything, and we'll see where it goes. All right, I've got my 5th Division out. I have lined them up here. I think I've got 20. I probably should have put 28, 27, 26, just for continuity's sake. But I got 27 down here. I got 28 here. I got 26 up there. I couldn't put them in field of fire, so that's why this whole area here is blank. They will move in as 4 moves out. I still need to have 4 hit the black positions, although they're disrupted right now. So look, I guess I'm just going to have to barrage them now and keep them, because they're going to lose their disruption. And I'm going to have to barrage them in order to keep them disrupted. So, yeah. And then I'll have to, because they got close combat in them. And this guy here, I believe, his depth has close combat too. So that's going to be 4 cards they're going to get. So if I can barrage them and get rid of that depth marker, that will be ideal. Now I did take, I can't remember if I said it in the first segment, but I did take the naval and airstrike points for the morning. So I've got 3 of each. So if worse comes to worse, I can use those. Yeah, sorry, my pug is sleeping next to me. It's late at night. Yeah, so let's go ahead. I got a bug on there. Let's go ahead and roll in. I think that's all I need to do for the event or the HQ phase. Now, one thing I did when I was off camera too is I went ahead and took care of culling. So I had 5 depth markers and 3 elite units. So I culled 2 depth markers. I put the other 2 in my cup. I culled 1 elite unit. I put the other one, mixed it into the 3rd sector stack. So got that taken care of. I know it says during the event phase, but I figured I was close enough to it. So event phase. We're on the 25th now, so it's night assault. Night assault. That does not sound good. Events. Night assault. During the PM game turn only. Okay. Ignore if not PM game turn. Okay. Well, it's morning game turn, so we don't do that. Raid attacks conducted with Japanese. Okay. Well, raid. Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered anyway because we have been careful avoiding raids. So that's cool. It's a non-event. Alright, so Japanese fire phase. I just don't want to see these backfilled. I think I can handle anything else, but I'm hoping to keep these empty by the time I get over there. We'll see. Okay, well, yellow is tank action. That might not be good because I got tanks in the area. Purple R. So I'm going to get muster and reinforce. I might get some more units on the board. Alright, see what happens. Purple is just flat out firing, so nothing's going to happen with empty positions or anything, so it's just these guys. And the armor action, if it's steady fire, then it just is going to disrupt. If it's intense fire, they would take a hit, and then other things would also take hits. So it's diamond, so it's these guys, and then the engineers, unfortunately, are also going to take a hit because that's a stack of 6. So the engineers get hit. That's not good. But these guys only get disrupted. But that's not a full strength stack for me to use. Oh, which by the way, black always goes, and so they will lose their disruption for their turn. But I have to try to re-disrupt these guys. And I need full strength tank stacks to do that. I'd like to try to get rid of this depth because it's a close combat depth. So if I can hit that full power, I might be able to get rid of that before I close combat him. And I don't know that I'm going to close combat this turn anyway. Anyway, back to Fire Face. I don't think any of the rest of these guys are in range of yellow. So that's it there. Alright. So purple R. That's going to be a resupply. And fire. These guys are too far away. These guys up here, they already have a depth, which means that it's just a straight fire, which could be worse. So it's a diamond. These guys are in steady. So oh, there's a shoot. It's another engineer. That's 2 engineers. They've been hit. I'm going to start losing engineer points. Engineer points I can't get back. At least with the infantry. If I pull them in reserve, I can start generating infantry points. But I can't regenerate. It doesn't say I can regenerate engineer points. Yeah, so that's it for that purple. And then redeploy would be movement. Yeah, I guess these guys move off. Were they on the fortification? I thought they were... Yeah, I think they were here. I must have knocked this. Because, yeah, these were all in a cluster. And then that fortification got placed in rocky terrain. So that fortification was empty. So these guys were here or here. So if they move forward, they're going to move on to that fortification. So that's where they're going to be. Do I have any other purples around here? That's black. That's a purple. Is that a purple? That's a purple. Right here. Oh, that's off camera. There's a purple way over here. So these guys are going to redeploy over here to the blue. I think that's the only other occupied purple. Alright, and then reinforce. Place a reserve marker with a unit, and then fire. Oh, and then not fire. So is there a purple within 3 that is not occupied? The answer to that looks to be no. Alright. So I got, what, 1 unit hit from that? It's not horrible. And then blue, muster, and fire with machine gun. Oh, these guys are going to fire with machine gun, so that means they're going to go 1 out. And then these guys, because of the line of sight rules, well, if they're artillery, then they're going to do the artillery action. These guys are not artillery. Okay, these guys are. So these guys would do the artillery action, or the artillery. It's what is it called? Mortar fire, and it's hit units with target symbol within 3 hexes, and there's nothing within 3 hexes of that blue position. So this blue position will machine gun fire. So it'll go 2 out, or 1 extra out, and I need to hit that. I'm not going to hit tanks because it's not an armor action. And those guys are just stars and tanks, so it won't hit them. Are there any diamonds in here? Yeah, there's a diamond. So he's going to take a hit. And then these guys are one away. There's an engineer. Oh, technically these guys are one away. Shoot. Yep. And this is higher strength than the engineer, so this guy's going to take the hit. The second hit, and that's all he can do. So that's a bummer. Ooh, and he's in, well, I mean green didn't go anyway, but he's in intense field of fire of green. So really he's a sitting duck until I can take that. So that disrupts him. Okay. So that's it for blue machine gun, mortar, same thing, and then muster. Alright. So this guy, I control that and I control that, but I don't control that, so that is still in communication. So he's going to get a unit and a depth. Regular depth. One of these times I'm going to pull a stinking tank out of there. Alright. That could be worse. Might not be a bad thing because I'll hit him again this turn. I got full strength all around him. And I might be able to move some people around him so that I control this hex and this hex. And then he won't be able to retreat, and then I can just eliminate him. So might not be bad because then it's just a unit came out, but then I can just kick that unit off the board instead of putting them back into the eliminated elite units pile. So that maybe works out for me. Maybe, we'll see. Alright, so that's it, right? Japanese fire phase. There's no other blacks. That's the only black position. Okay. So second event, our Japanese depth. Sweet. And that's going to be this guy. Yeah, that's already got depth. Yeah, that's going to be this guy. This is the only one I'm next to. Oh, crap. That just made that more difficult. Alright, regular depth. And I think since he's revealed, the depth comes out revealed. Oh, tactical reinforcements. Okay. That's the first one of those I've gotten. I can't remember. I think that means just another unit comes out somewhere. Hold on a sec. Let me look up tactical reinforcements. Yeah. So it's just remove the depth marker, draw a unit from the reserve pool, and place it in the unoccupied hex nearest to the position. So, I mean, that's not, I mean, the nearest position to that is like way back here. Oh, no, it's not. Ah, nuts. Shoot. It's going to be a yellow position. Well, c'est la vie. Alright, it'll go in G8 before G9, so. Alright. Alright. Well, I'd hope to keep those empty. But at least it didn't come back with a depth marker. Okay, so that is it. It's my turn now. Alright, so first things first, I want to barrage these guys. I want to knock that depth marker out. This thing I just need to disrupt. So I think I'm going to save, because this guy's buddy got disrupted, so he's only a 4 strength barrage. I think I'm going to save him for that. I'm going to hit this guy with these two and see if I can't take 2 shots at him at eliminating that depth marker. And then maybe a 3rd shot with the naval, who knows. Alright, so it's a red, so we need to look for, and here we'll look for a red diamond. Oh, I got a red triangle. Alright, so that disrupts him. Doesn't remove the depth marker. Yeah. Alright. So at least he's disrupted. Let me go ahead and hit this guy with this guy just to make sure he's disrupted, so I don't have to use this. I know I don't have to use that guy there. Alright, so I want a red triangle. Really doesn't matter, triangle or, because I can't, there's no way on a 4 strength that I can get the depth marker. So really I just need the unit or the symbol or the color, because getting both doesn't do me anything better. So I need a red or a circle. I got a circle. Okay, good. So he's disrupted. So he'll be easier to close combat. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use these guys. Oh wait, no, I needed crap. I needed a triangle. Dang it. Yeah, so I didn't hit him. So does that mean I need to use these guys over here? Or should I go ahead and use them there and use like a airstrike or regular artillery over here? And I know I gotta use naval or airstrike first, but I don't care about that roll. Yeah, let me use an airstrike here. So airstrike, I need circle or red. Alright, I got a red, so airstrike is a 5. Could have used, if I had used naval, I would have gotten the, well, I was hitting this, so depth marker wouldn't have mattered. So anyway, he's disrupted with the airstrike. I will mark an airstrike point off for the day. And then I'm going to do one more try on that guy, and this time I do want to see a red circle. No, just a circle. So it doesn't do anything more. So it was a valiant effort. You know what? Do I try an airstrike? Because with an airstrike, it's not a hilltop fortification, so this will not go down one. Well, either way, I could still, I basically, if I can get, I might try it. Just because that's going to be a difficult close combat with both of those. That's 4 cards as opposed to 2. So let me try it. I mean, it's worth a shot. So let me see if I can't get a red triangle. No, I got neither. So I just wasted a naval point. Oh well. Nothing I can do. At least they're disrupted. And again, I might have another shot at that, because I might not close combat them this turn, because I might need to wait until, because a lot of these guys are disrupted, and so I wouldn't be jumping in their full strength. So yeah, I think I'm going to wait on those, let those guys get undisrupted. So that guy's used, those guys are disrupted. This guy's used, this guy, well, this should probably be, because this happened last turn. So he's undisrupted with the tanks. This stack here is, yeah, it's just my hero and my HQ. Oh, and one more. I should have healed my hero. Why didn't I heal my hero? Oh well. So he's going to remain disrupted, the guy on the bottom. Oh, and him. So because that's still overstack. Do I want to move these guys off? What's here? Yeah, maybe I move my hero over. No, I'm going to move my HQ over here on top of this guy. Whoops. Leave my hero here. And then undisrupt one of these guys in my overstack. Oh, I left my hero step loss underneath there. So yeah, I'll disrupt the HQ, and then the guy down there will be overstacked and he'll be disrupted. Yikes. I don't think those guys are moving anywhere. Actually, I think they were going to move off the line along with my engineer. Oh, my engineer was disrupted. Never mind, he can't move off. But I can take these guys back, get them out of harm's way, and get ready to take them off the line. Although their buddies up here, yeah, you know what? I'm going to leave them here. I'm going to leave them there. These guys will get undisrupted. I could use that GT22 unit, but I'm not going to because I'm not going to close combat yet. No. That's a 2 card. Yeah, oh, but these guys are all disrupted, so never mind. I can't close combat them anyway because I don't have anybody that's undisrupted to jump in. So yeah, I mean, technically I could have... No, because the hero was disrupted, right? Or was he? Yeah, I can't get over there anyway, so never mind. Alright, so that's all of that. These guys were used. These guys I'm not using. Alright, now I can start moving these guys in. But let's go up here first. And let's take care of the things we can attack. And then we'll take care of the movement. Now this guy here, I want them to jump in and close combat this guy. Now I could, I guess... No, yeah, that's the only way I can attack these guys, on that guy on this turn. But first, I want to move that guy down there. It's 1 hex movement, so he won't take muff. Now that means these guys can freely move in here without taking muff. And then they'll take a jump into there. Now, feasibly, I think because that's 2 hex movement, they're going to take fire. That's green. I did get a green. Alright, so one of these guys will get hit. And I'll close combat him. Excuse me. I guess it's going to be one of the HQs because I need the full strength here, I think, because these guys are not disrupted. So I'm going to hit the HQ, hit the 123 HQ, and he'll stay back. Who did I jump in on? Oh, right here. Right? Was it blue? No, it's green. Alright, so that guy stays there, and then these guys jump in. Alright, so let's go to the close combat battlefield and see what we see. Excuse me. Okay. So I got my hero, I got my flamethrower, and I got 6 pips, so I get 4 cards. He is a 4 strength, but no close combat, so he gets 2 cards. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 for me. 1, 2 for him. He goes first. I don't want to see a green. No green, but it's reinforce. So he gets another card, and he gets a depth marker. It's tactical reinforcement, though. Okay, so what happens? What happens if I get tactical reinforcement on a close combat? I think it's just a tactical reinforcement. So that means I take a unit, this goes away, and then I got to put a unit in the closest position, which of course now is blue. So hold the phone. We will say that this guy moved over here first. before those guys assaulted. Just because I reserve the right to cheat. So tactical reinforcement is closest to this that is open. Oh, the brown right here. Okay, so he comes in over there. Alright, so these guys are now in these. Ooh, my headquarters is in intense field of fire. That's not good. I don't want to lose them. Okay, well, back to our close combat. So I didn't take a hit, but they got reinforced. Green. No green. Crap. Green. So, step loss. Disruption. Lose a card. Green. Okay. Well, disrupted him. No green. U.S. withdraw hit. I'm not withdrawing. Please be a green. Nope, no green. Crap. Well, he remains. These guys go back. I can undisrupt them because of officer. And they are now protecting this guy because they jumped back out of that. I did attack something on the airfield. So my airfield objective event is satisfied. So these guys are back here. They are undisrupted because of the officer. And at the end of the action phase, they can undisrupt these guys, I believe. So anyway, alright, so that's wasn't able to get them. That reinforced just kills me. I hate it when I get that. Okay, so that was that assault. These guys are used. This guy moved. This guy technically didn't, but okay, these guys got disrupted this turn, but my officer can undisrupt them. So we'll do that just because. Okay, up here. Up there. So this guy is revealed. He needs mortar and bazooka. I believe I have more than enough mortar and bazooka here. Just one unit is 3 to 1 because that's a 2 and these are 8s. So he is destroyed. He is not elite, so he gets out of town. And then I gotta try to move in without taking that, what do you call it? What's it called? What's it called? Rejuvenation. Rejuvenation. I'm going to read that again because technically right now I control that hex. So what? Alright, reserve rejuvenation. You attempt to enter an unoccupied Japanese position with a U.S. unit, and that position is in communication with a black position group. Alright, so that's the key. Alright, I technically control that, but it's in communication because it can trace out. Right? Is that the way that works? But I control that position. I control it. So if I control it, it's not in communication, right? It can't be in communication if I control it. Hang on. There it is. That's what I was looking for. Just right here. Positions hex. It's, when tracing communication for an unoccupied Japanese position or for a position occupied by both Japanese and U.S. units, the position's hex itself can be in US control and still be in Japanese communication if a communication path can be traced. So that's what we have there with that red. Is it's still in communication even though I control it. One interesting thing I did see as I was looking for that that I have to remember is when a Japanese position is not in communication, so in other words I have it surrounded and I have communication cut off, it can't perform certain lettered actions. Well, I don't know what certain lettered actions there would be, but anyway, I thought it was all lettered actions. It might be. Anyway, so if I want to jump into that red position hex, I need to draw a card. And that regeneration means if the position group color appears on a fire card, draw 1 unit from reserve pool, and then I would immediately commit. They would conduct infiltration fire, and then I can enter the hex and do close combat. So, do I want to do that up there with that position? It's possible. Well, if I close combat that, it's only going to give me 1 card. So I don't think I want to take that chance right now. So I'm not going to. Alright, so here's what I'm going to do here though. I am going to move 1 unit there. It is a 1 hex movement, so it does not pull muff. However, that means I now control this and I control that. So this guy is out of communication, so now I can just slaughter him and he goes away. I don't know if he's an elite unit, but I'm going to assume that he is. So that is 8, 17, 20, 30, whatever. Yeah, I mean it's a crap ton of points is what it is. So I just hope these guys don't have close combat. So I hit them, blam. Flamethrower and machine gun. Now I have a headquarters here, so I have flamethrower. These guys have machine gun, so we're good there. And it is an elite, so I did that right. So that is 3. And I reveal the depth. They need artillery. Well, let's say I use some artillery points, shall we? I think I would have done that. So that is 3rd Division. So I'm going to use 3 points of 3rd Division artillery. That satisfies that. I know I'm gaming it a little bit, but when I'm throwing the house at them, there's no reason for me not to have used the artillery. So screw it. There we go. So that is defeated. They're out of communication, so these guys are gone. I need a little help because I think I'm going to lose this game. Alright, so that position cannot trace communication. I'm going to go ahead and move my tanks up into here just because, so I can occupy it. Let's see, these tanks are going to move along. If I put them there, if that reoccupies, I don't know that I want to do that. What to do? Oh, these guys could have garrisoned this, right? Because I didn't just take that. So that's in the HQ phase, I could have garrisoned that green position. Yeah. Okay, so all of the guys surrounding him acted. I can move these tanks. Let's see, I can probably move them over here. There's tanks there already. What do you know? Yeah. Oh, these guys can't. They can't go over the bluff hex anyway. So they got to move down the beach. So we will go 1, 2, 3. Move our tanks there. I'll keep this guy with them. Where's his HQ? His HQ's right here. So I want to move these guys over the bluff hex here. Just keep them close to their buddies. What do I have here? I got C1, I got B1, I got A. Oh, that's F2. These are all A1s. So hang on, move those back there. Oh, and by the way, with that command post, I also get a garrison in that yellow position. Right there. Because that is... Oh, I forgot to move all my stinking things down. So this actually spits out 4 spaces, 5 spaces now. So I controlled that at the beginning of the game, and that is not in field of fire. Yeah, I'm backing up and doing all kinds of stuff. Alright, so what do I do with those tanks? Those tanks are really in a bad position. Alright, let's move these guys up here. Let's just... There, now, you know what? Now that can't trace control. So now I can move... Well... Yeah, if I went one at a time, yeah, then I wouldn't have overstacked. I'd move those guys in first before I move the other guys. So, alright, so I occupy that red position. Let's see, 321, 321. These guys all... Yeah. And then these tanks, I gotta figure out what to do with these tanks. I guess these tanks are gonna move over here because I gotta get them on the move. Alright, so that's it. Took a couple of positions, eliminated an elite unit, so we're rocking. Now let's figure out what to do. We need to advance the 5th Division. So let's just advance them, because once I take the these two, most of this this will all still be in field of fire of the quarry positions. But I'll just need to, I'll need to do some quick replacing. But I need to start moving these guys in, so we're going to do that. We're just going to move them down the beach. Oops. I'm going to start closing in. Little by little. And I'm not gonna twist these guys just because it's gonna take me a lot of effort after I stop the video to untwist them, and I know that I'm just moving them in. So yeah. Tanks and heavy weapons. Gotta make sure that's not a bluff hex, so they will move here. These guys will move up here. Oh man. These guys will move over here. These guys will move here. There. Everybody's closing in. Now, the question is, am I assaulting? Yeah, I guess I have to start assaulting blue. So we're gonna do our 1 hex movement to keep these guys from getting torn up with okay, those guys are disrupted. Oh wait, these are no, yeah, these are 5th Division. So these guys are all moving over. It's 1-1. Oh, the 3s were moving up. So hold on, let me hold those guys back. Oh yeah, 26 is moving up, so maybe I want them. No, I guess they're alright. We'll keep moving them up and around. So 226 move up here. .326 moving in here. 228 coming over. And then these guys right here. I got heavy weapons and tanks. Yeah, they need to get one closer. And these guys. And these guys. Did I move my 128s? Yeah, I guess I did. Okay. Alright, so everyone's just one step closer. And that should do it. Now I got Japanese artillery. And so some folks are going to get disrupted. So I am down to 22 in Sector 3. Did I take any right now? Who did I hit? I hit this guy up here. He is not artillery. I hit this guy over here. He is not artillery. So I didn't take out any new artillery. Because I missed... Well, that guy's not artillery either. So, where the heck is all the Sector 3 artillery? Ah, it's out there. Alright, so 3rd sector is at 22. So that means they can do 7 points of damage, or 7 points of artillery in the 3rd sector, divided by 5, so it's 1 unit would get hit, so I disrupt 1 stack. And I guess it really doesn't matter which stack that's going to be. So we'll just take these guys. And over here I got 22 minus 7 is 15, plus 5 is 20. 7, so it's 3 units. So I disrupt a couple of stacks. And I guess for now, yeah, you know what? Let's disrupt. Oh, that's a step loss. That's not a 2 stack. So I gotta get stacks of 2 or more. And that's unfortunately going to be the 5th Division guys. So I guess these guys right here are probably least important. Yeah, we'll get 326. We'll disrupt them. That's 4 units, so that satisfies. Alright. So that's artillery. There's no raid. Nobody's left out to dry. So there we go. There's our turn. Say lovey.